Hi, I'm Rich Kopshaw with the NFT DAO, and this is the closeout report for our Fund 7 Cardano Subnet and VM Avalanche Bridge. The idea came to us through relationships with Avalanche that it might be interesting if we ran Cardano on a subnet. And there were some other projects that did something similar and were having some great success. So we thought we'd build something like that for the whole community that would be open and available without charge. As we dug into the details, it turned out that the Avalanche side was doing some refactoring, and it wasn't an ideal time to do it. So we've had several long, deep discussions and did a lot of research on exactly what were the implications. Had a conversation with Emin Gunsir, which you'll see right after this, about this very topic of how would we interact with them. His suggestion, you'll see, is to do like a wrapped coin rather than a bridge at this time. So without further ado, I'll let Emin tell you how he feels about it.
With the subnets and the C chain, so you have contracts on the C chain, and then subnets you can run other complete blockchains on, if I'm
absolutely
understanding correctly, right? So
absolutely,
there's interest in the Cardano community of running Cardano on a subnet, and so you guys willing to support that kind of effort?
Absolutely, I would be thrilled. And there are two things we can do with any other community that is inclined to work with us. One simple thing we can do is bridge the asset onto us. So we can have, if you have coin X, we can have a wrapped version of coin X on our system. So you can partake in the DeFi ecosystem built on top of Avalanche. And I think this is a good starting point for any community, just to see what Avalanche offers and meant to start using the Avalanche tools and benefit from the Avalanche, the various different rewards, etc., the yield opportunities on Avalanche. The second thing we can do is use our subnet infrastructure to take the software that is currently implementing X and to port it into our consensus protocol. That gives us typically the ability to achieve quick finality and much more scale in terms of participation in that system. That typically, for a proof of stake system, that would mean that asset X would be staked by more people. More people would meaningfully participate in securing the protocol and would yield to greater decentralization than possible with other protocols. As with Cardano, I happen to know Charles Hoskinson from a very long time before. I happen to like him very much. I happen to follow him and his shenanigans, whether it's on the steppes of Mongolia with the falcons on his arm, or down in Colorado with his mushrooms growing setup, or what have you. He's a wonderful character and a must-have in the blockchain ecosystem. So Cardano and us, we have very warm feelings. So if there is community support, we'd be very thrilled. We'd be absolutely thrilled to work with people to make it technically possible to either bridge the assets or to support it in a subnet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So as you can see from Emin's discussion, he does not suggest at this time that we do a full bridge, but rather we wrap a ADA and use it that way. So that concludes the research that we've done on this. We've spent many hours talking with the engineering teams, interviewing Emin, talking to Kevin, one of the co-founders, and really understanding what is the height, depth, and breadth of what it takes. All of that is in the research that is provided along with this closeout report. And we want to thank the Cardano community for voting for this. And in the future, we hope that we'll be able to take it to the next step and do a complete subnet of Cardano on top of Avalanche. So thank you.